All right, guys. Well, welcome everyone to our July rank up. We're so excited for all of these new guys that are joining us today as first time coaches. There's some people who have been here for a little bit, but all I know is that we have a ton of rank ups this month, even through July. And I know some of you guys felt like we were really roughing it. So I'm so super excited. I hope everyone has a notebook and a pencil or a pen, whatever you want to write with. Just take some notes, you guys, because you're really going to want to hear the tips and tricks that these guys are going to give away to you today. It's going to be amazing. So I don't want to spend too much time yapping over here. I want to just open it up to our speakers who are, who we're going to be honoring tonight. And first speaker up is going to be Miss Amir Estrada, who ranked up to regional director. So Amir, please share with these guys.
Great, great. Hi, everyone. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. It's so good to be here and to celebrate all of you. I see some of the friends that in Power Hour. So it was really exciting to rank up to this new rank. I wasn't sure what it meant or what happens when you're there. So it just means that a coach that you've sponsored hit ED, right? And which is the rank that I've had for some time. Actually, I've been in ED for a few, I don't even know, like maybe 6-8 months. So it was really exciting to help someone in my team reach that level, because I know the financial blessings that it has been for myself and my family. One of the things that I recommend is really fall in love with the why of your team members. When I started sponsoring people, or inviting people into coaching, I really partnered with them, because I feel that it is, if I invite you to do something, it's because, one, I believe in it, and also I want you to be successful, right? Of course, there's only so much you can do based on what the other person wants to do, but also they don't know what they don't know, right? And I see it as an opportunity to, I don't know it all, but I see it as an opportunity to, like, look, this is what you can accomplish at this level at ED, right? Like, how would, making X amount of money, what would that mean for you? I think just having those conversations with other people has enabled them to kind of dream and think of what's possible. You're going to hear in a little bit from Salvador and from Liliana. And I really have just fallen in love with their stories. Liliana it's such a hard worker. She has a passion for helping other people. And through Liliana I met Salvador, who became the ED. He's going to be sharing his story as well. But every time I talk to him, he just injects energy into my life. And I think that's beautiful when you work with a coach that has that ganas means that, that enthusiasm to get more out of life and get more out of coaching. It just injects so much energy that makes you want to keep coaching and want to keep helping other people as well. So I'm excited for you to hear from them. And we were actually in Georgia when we heard the news that Chava got to ED at the last minute. I think it was the last day, and Liliana and I were together. It felt like we reached ED, so I think that having, when you start feeling the success of other people as your own, it really makes this so much fun. Let's see what else. One thing also is I kept in communication with my mentors. So I was bugging Yesenia and I was bugging Desiree and asking them questions. I do like to know how the structure of the company works. And they probably get annoyed with all of my questions, but that's just the way that my brain works. But I think it's important to know that, because it's important for me to be able to teach it to others, right? That I bring on. So I've invested a lot of time in getting to know how, the rank up work, how the incentives work. What does that mean in terms of income, but also what does it mean in terms of lives being changed? Because I know that some people are more transformative and transactional, and my brain works a little bit more one way, but I understand that I work with people that are, maybe more people oriented or money oriented. But in my opinion, the whole trilogy it's important, right? And when somebody says, well, how much money can I earn? I don't see it as a bad thing at all, because I grew up poor. I grew up working class. And I know what, at the end of the month, having $100, to pay for groceries or $100 to pay for books, what that means. So when somebody in my team asks me, how much money will I earn if I help 5 people? I never see it as a bad thing. I see it like, this is what's possible. And I get excited because I know that, that can make a big, big impact in their everyday life. So anyway, I guess the bottom line is, keep in touch with their mentors. We never stop learning. I am always, when I was at convention, I saw leaders, who are at the presidential rank, who are always in touch with their mentors, right? Who they never stop learning. And I think that's so beautiful that we're never our ego is not that big where we say, or we think that we know it all, because we're always, it's a very symbiotic relationship. And I love that about this. And just fall in love with the whys of others. And one of the things that I'm trying to do for myself is dream bigger and have a bigger why for myself and my family as well. So I think that's what I have. Thank you so much for the opportunity and the time. And next, I am going to introduce Diana. This lady, I've been watching her for some time. She's really on fire. Another Latina in the team, and I really admire her journey. And I see you and I see what you're doing. And that's something else that I always do. I watch people and I see what they do, and I do my best to emulate what the steps that they take. So you're next, mujer.
Thank you so much. I was hoping that you were going to say my name in Spanish, Diana. I usually only hear that from my grandma when I'm in trouble. But anyways, it's so awesome to be here with you guys. I remember when I first started, and I used to listen to these calls, and I was like, man, these people are awesome. And now I get to be one of those people that shares with you guys. So it's super cool to be on this side and to get to just share. I've been coaching for a little over 1.5 years, I think. I think I'm barely hitting 1.5 years. For those of you guys don't know me, I hit FIVIC for the 3rd month in a row while at convention. And as you guys know, it really takes a team to make it past ED. And that's really what I want to talk about today, because our team is growing like crazy. Everyone is doing incredible. And the amount of growth that I have seen everyone do is just been amazing. And it's one of the things that I love about coaching and mentoring so much, that you get to see your passion transform other people, and you get to see them evolve into these amazing people, and having the opportunity to see them not only transform physically but mentally has been so uplifting for me. This last month has been absolutely crazy for us. Our family is going through a lot of struggles right now. And without my team, I don't know if I would still be coaching. I hit a point where I was just like, man, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if this is something, if I have what it takes to continue. And one of the things that I really, really had to kind of take a moment and realize is that you don't have to be perfect to be a great mentor. You just have to be open, you have to be humble, and you have to be real with the people that look up to you. And being able to do that with our team has been the most amazing thing. Acknowledging the fact that I don't know everything. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm still very confused by all the ranks. While we were at convention, our coaches are like, well, what does that mean? I have no idea. I just know it's amazing. And while they were calling out names and having people stand to celebrate them, they were like throwing up all these ranks. And I was like, I think that's me. Oh, wait, no, that's not me. Wait, I think that's and I probably stood up the wrong time like 3 times. So it's okay to not be perfect. Sometimes we come into this thinking or having this idea that we have to be this person just because we see some of the big people like the Dustins, the Jamils, and we think, oh my gosh, I have to be like them. But they've been in this for a long time, and it's taken them a lot of time, a lot of falls to get to where they are. And so that's something huge for us. For myself anyways, that I've learned throughout this process, and just really not telling myself that I can't. One of the things that I talk a lot with my mentorship team is being able to believe in myself because oftentimes we believe in our teams, we believe in our coaches that we're mentoring, but do we believe in ourselves? And that has been huge for me, just acknowledging the fact that I am strong enough, that I am deserving of this, that I am enough, has just been amazing. And really just stopping that idea as it comes when I tell myself I can't. Today, I took my 15-year-old to get registered for school. He starts school tomorrow. And we went out and we had dinner and all these things. And I made a post that I just really wanted to share with you guys, which is the idea of can't. Like, how many times do you go around and say, oh, I can't do that? Whoever your mentor is, they'll ask you to do something, do a live, do a, post it before and after, put a picture of yourself in a bathing suit or something like that. And you're like, oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, I can't possibly speak in front of people. And we tell ourselves constantly that we're not capable. And my 15-year-old is in a wheelchair and he truly has these amazing limitations, but through it all, he is the strongest person that I know. And I'm just like, dang, if he can, why the heck can't why the heck can I? Because the word can't should really not mean anything to me in comparison to all the things that he truly can't do. And so if you're an abled body and you have a phone, there is no reason why you can't achieve whatever it is that you're shooting for, whatever it is that your goal is, whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish. But just be humble, be open, be honest, mainly with yourself, and really offer the coaching opportunity to literally everyone that crosses your path. Offer it to them, because this has been a blessing for me and my family. And it's just selfish for me not to offer it to everyone. So I hope that's a little bit helpful to you guys. Thank you so much. And I forget who I am introducing. Des, help me out.
It would be Mr. Six Marino.
Mr. Six. I got a chance to meet him at Jamil's house, and I was hoping that he would be over in Atlanta. We tried to sneak him in, but we couldn't. So Six, it is an honor to introduce you, my friend. Take it away.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so let's see. So as far as my rank up, I ranked up to to ED this last month. And it's funny, Amir talking about Chava doing it like the day of. Like, I was literally like 2 hours from being midnight, and I got on it because Chava hit ED. So that was like my my kind of inspiration thing. I was like, oh hell no, this dude's not gonna out, me being a dude and being alpha. I was like, there's no way, like, I'm not gonna be sitting here at whatever the rank was prior to that. I said, I'm gonna get ED. I said, Desiree wants me to hit it, I'm gonna hit it. Don't even know what it means, but we're gonna get it done. So a little bit about myself. For those that don't know me, my name is Sixto Moreno. I'm 39 years old and I'm a police officer. I've been in law enforcement for 17 years. And for the most part, I've been out of shape my entire life. I was out of the group of 10 or 12 of us that grew up together from being kids. I was the fat one in the group. So I've always had to deal with the weight issue. But obviously I've done every program that there is. I've done every diet, even going through the academy back in the ephedra days. I was popping those things like Skittles, and it was causing more harm to my body. I mean, I might have gotten down to like maybe 220, but I was still a big guy. Just the only thing, I was just jacked up on these ephedra pills. That's the only way I got through the academy. But even after the academy, the life of a police officer kind of took its toll on me, whether it be the stress eating or the working, doubles or whatnot, and having the only thing available to eat just drive through. So, throughout the years, the weight just started piling on, and obviously I'm not getting any younger. So it just seemed like every time I got in a situation at work, I ended up getting hurt. And it's like every time I got hurt, I was out for longer periods of time. And just last year, I tore my rotator cuff. I was out for 8 months, went back on. Feels like I was back like maybe 3 weeks, and then I tore my tricep. And my thing is, I was probably at the heaviest I've ever been. I was about 270, and I was like, great, like I'm here. I'm gonna be out. Can't go to the gym, with COVID and everything. I said I can't afford to get any bigger. I was getting dizzy. I was having, like just my health was deteriorating because I wasn't taking care of myself. So, a buddy of mine introduced me to the program. He introduced me to Desiree, and then the rest is history. I've lost 70 pounds since being on program. And I remember, doing a lot of the action steps, which I didn't know were action steps at the time. But I'd be posting my victories and tagging Desiree on everything and referring people to her. So she ended up hitting me up and seeing if I wanted to be a coach. And at first I turned it down a couple times because just like everybody here, I was like, well, how can I help somebody? I'm not where I want to be at or need to be at, or I'm not perfect, or people aren't going to want to, what do I have to offer, right? So she explained to me that a lot of these people, they don't know Desiree. Like I don't know the before Desiree. Like I just see the Desiree that you see now. But and seeing her transformation, so I was like, oh, she was just like we were, like, struggling or not feeling the best about themselves. So I agreed to do it, not really knowing where it was going to take me. But and then also, like, it was real difficult for me because just being in the profession I'm in, I'm very cynical. Like I'm always like, what's the catch? And so I was like, okay, you're like being super nice, like what's the catch? Like, oh, you're being super helpful, like what's the catch? And it took me a lot to just kind of let my guard down and trust in the community. Like hey, people are just genuinely good people here. And for me, that means the world to me because it's like recharging my batteries every time I meet with you guys. And I'm a part of these trainings or whatnot, because when I go to my job, I see the worst of the worst, and it just kind of has a way of having us get kind of salty, so to speak. So things that a couple tips that I can give you guys as far as coaching that helped me get to ED. For one, it definitely was a shift in my mindset. Like I said, when Desiree offered the coaching, the opportunity, like someone or like people said it before, I kind of saw it as a side hustle. I'm like, yo, if it's going to pay for my food, maybe help me pay for my bike, like I'm in. But as soon as I started doing the health assessment calls with Desiree and seeing our loved ones, because that's essentially who your clients are in the beginning, it's people that are your friends and family, and hearing like, your uncle or your cousin who's had health issues or whatnot, saying how bad they feel about themselves and how they've always felt this bad and how they're depressed. And you're like, man, I had no clue. Like, you sit there and you cap on them from time to time, or, so all of a sudden it hit me like there's a purpose to it. It's just not the money. So now I'm like, I just do whatever Desiree tells me to do, which leads me to my other point. Obviously, it was a mindset change. And you have to be, you have to reach out to your coach and then be coachable. Like, like there's times where she's like, hey, do this, do that. And the other, it might be a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's why we're here to, kind of get out of our comfort zone and get out of our own way. Like I made a couple videos here recently where I kind of dive into the whole mindset thing. I said, a lot of times we're our worst critics, and we feed into. I mean, like me growing up being the fat guy, like I've been told my whole life what I can't do and what I'm not gonna amount to, and I'm not gonna be anything. And so I've been proving people wrong my entire life. So I just see this as another opportunity for me to prove people wrong. So like I said, it was definitely a shift in mindset. Like I said, now I don't, my way of thinking from before, where it was like, I can't do that, to like now my way of thinking is, why not me? If anyone can do this, why not me? If Justin could have a freaking boat, why can't I? So that's my way of thinking now. And maybe one day he's going to be meeting me at the damn marina, getting on my boat, and we're going to go to Catalina. We'll swap weekends. But that's just basically my mindset. And I didn't get to ED by myself. It definitely is a community. Like I said, David has helped me out, Amir's helped me out, Yesenia has helped me out, and a lot of people have helped me out. So I didn't get there by myself. So thank you, everybody, and I'll pass it over to Chava. Is Chava on?
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, bud.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Well, I don't know really what to talk about, really, because coaching, I'm not much of a coach yet. I only have 2 persons under me, and they still have to sign 1 person yet. But I didn't know really exactly how big of a deal was to get to ED. I mean, I was just going for it. And having the support of Liliana and Emir, it was just wonderful. I mean, I would just keep on bugging Liliana and Emir, and she was always helping me out. She got out of her way to really. She told me, you need this, you need that. We were doing the math and everything. And finally, the last day of the month, I didn't think I was going to make it. Really, I didn't think I was going to make it. But I had so many people that I had called that I started calling them again, and it just happened. It just happened. One of my friends told me, you know what, I'm ready to sign up, and I signed it up right before the deadline, and I saw how Amir and Liana were doing such a big deal of it. I didn't really actually know exactly how big it was over there to get to ED. I'm only been on the program for 2 months. I'm on my 3rd month. And it's just been, for me, it's been really easy. It's ever since I started the program, I started posting ads on Facebook. I got into it because I was diagnosed with diabetes too, and I thought it was time to really make a change in my life. And I had to make the peace with myself. I had already accepted the fact that I was going to die fat, I always said, no, it's okay. I already accepted myself. And that was a way of not trying to work with myself and be a better person, a better shape. And me, I'm a chef. I work for a county detention center, and I was being involved with food and knowing how important it is to have a good diet. But I never had that into play because my mind was in another set of things. Liliana had asked me to join the program back I think in October. And I said, no, that thing is not for me. That's probably one of those magic diets that everybody talks about and everybody tries to sell you on. But I decided to not to pursue it at the time. When I was diagnosed with diabetes, I immediately called her and I told her I want to do it. I didn't ask how much it costs. I didn't know what it takes. I didn't ask her for anything. I just asked her to sign me up. And 3 days after I started my program, my diabetes went from 250 to 120. And at that time I said, you know what, I am going to be a coach. That's on the 3rd day of my program, I decided to become a coach. And it's just been posting online, talking to my friends, people that see me, for the first time in my life, probably, I did one program to the dot. I followed it correctly. I didn't cheat once, and the results were amazing. I used to get in the scale every day, and I was losing a pound a day. The first month, I lost 30 pounds. So it got to the point that in 75 days, I lost 50 pounds. That's the weight I wanted to lose in the first place. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm a little bit over, I think at 52 pounds that I've lost so far. And it's just been great. Now I need to learn from you guys how to coach, because that's really the next step that I need to take. I have 2 people under me, and I just want to teach them how to do it. I just want to coach them the right way, learning from you guys, and helping to reach senior coach. That's it. All I want to do is help these 2 people and sign another coach to get to senior coach. And after that, everything is going to be rolled up. As everybody else, I don't know many of the ranks, how they work or how to reach them, or don't have really an idea. I still have to learn so much from the program. But so far, it's been working great for me. And obviously, the money is an incentive to keep on doing it. But I'm most of it in it for trying to help as many people as possible. Finally, my sister signed up a few days ago. And she's waiting to start it because she sees me how the transformation that I've done. And well, I just want to keep on doing it, try to reach as many people as I can, change people's life. But still, I have to learn so much from you guys. Just want to thank Emir and Liliana for helping me out, because I mean it's really more their accomplishment than mine. Because all I did was just tell people how I felt. I haven't felt this good for about 20 years. I'm about to hit 60 years old. I'm 57, and I haven't felt this good since I was 40. One of the things that I can share with you is that about 10 years ago, I went for my first time to Colombia, and I bought some really nice pants, and I never could fit in them. And I saved them. I had 3 sets of jeans. And recently I started wearing those. I went from size 42 to size 36, and I still have some room to fill those pants. So it's just been great. It's amazing. I feel great. And yesterday I went to a county fair, and there was a Marines stand over there, and they were giving prizes out. And they said if anybody could do 10 pull-ups, they will get a free coffee mug. Well, guess what? I got my free coffee mug. So it's been great. I feel great about myself, and it's just an amazing run. I just hope to keep on learning from you guys. Thank you so very much, everyone. And it's great to meet a lot of new people. Getting out of my comfort zone, trying to speak more English, because as you can tell, my first language is Spanish. But it's just helping me all around. Thank you so much, everyone. And I guess it's my turn to introduce Rebecca Snyder. Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me on. I just found out I was talking about 10 minutes ago. So I'm just excited to be here. I ranked up to associate director very recently, and there's a lot of reasons why. In talking with Diana, my coach, my Spitfire coach, the crazy one, we realized that my why is definitely growing stronger. With the things that are going on right now in our crazy world, there's a lot of uncertain times. And the one thing that I realize is that coaching is in my hands and nobody else's. And that's really important to me right now. With everything going on with the vaccines and stuff, I'm a teacher. We have a lot of autoimmune stuff in my family, and it's not something that I am interested in taking, on a personal note, but I don't like that I could be in the hands of somebody else. And that really bothers me because I'm all about choice. We talk about choice with our health and choice with our mindset. Well, it goes in all areas of our life. So, one thing that's really cool is this community is beyond amazing. And the more I spend time with the community, whether it be, virtually with the convention or with my team or with my coach, I met and got to spend some time with, some coaches this weekend. And what I love is that we all come from different, places in our life, but yet we have one thought in common. And the thought is just positive. and that you can do it, and that we are capable of our future. Our future is in our hands and nobody else's, and I love that. One thing that is really also fun is that with my clients that I started doing a couple months ago is having a book chat every week. So it not only holds me accountable for getting in the life book, but as well as, they have somebody to, touch base with, and we, do an objective every week and then touch base and go over our notes and what we found was important. And I think that's just another great way to keep in touch with, the people that we care about, that we're helping. But, it's nice to see each other's face and, touch base on a weekly basis. So that's really what I've enjoyed. What I love also is that every time that I'm doubting myself and how to reach out right now, I'm working on how to extend my circle a little bit. I kind of got to associate director just by, posting on Facebook and really making my life and my journey combine. So everything that has to do with my daughter, like I associate it with something about how I'm feeling great and, stuff like that. And that's been really helpful. Well, now I need to focus on extending my circle. So that is my next goal. But, it's really amazing to have a team believe in you. So when it's like a teacher says, like, I'm going to believe in you until you believe in yourself. And, that's how it is with Optavia as well. So I'm loving it. So yeah, that's it. But thank you again for having me. I am going to introduce Liliana.
Thank you. Hello, guys. Very nice. I'm very glad to be here. I love the stories. I have so much to say. I mean, just coming back from convention and feeling that energy and meeting most of you in person is just a great feeling, great motivation for me. I've been coaching for about 5 months, I think. And when I was ready to like give up, I was just thinking, you know what, this is not for me. I have no self-confidence. I don't know a lot of people. I don't have a lot of friends on social media. I'm very private. So I was just ready to give up. And then Amir, who's just such a wonderful girl, now we're friends. She invited me to join the March Madness. And well, I started doing it every day. I think it was at 7 a.m. every day. And something started to click. And it was something Jamil said. He was telling a story about a relative of his and the depression that she was going through and how she did this program and it helped her with that element, which is my favorite one too, the mental health. And I thought, wait a minute, if she could do it, I mean, with that crazy story, I mean, I know I can do it too. And I remember right during the March Madness, my family was going through like very, very difficult times. And today I can say, thanks to March Madness and working with Amir, I was able to just have like this crazy mind shift. And not only I was able to like stick to my program, but also do this coaching, understand a little bit of the coaching and offer it to other people. My Facebook and all my social media is now public. And I was able to overcome all these difficulties with my family, which, I mean, it was just really pretty crazy situations. And then just working with Amir, with my coach, working with her, following the steps and pretty much doing everything she was telling me to do, even though I didn't really understand why or I had to, I mean, I didn't understand a lot of it. I just said, you know what, if she's telling me to do it, I'm going to do it. And then just, posting and just learning from everybody, just little things here and there, like from the girl, Erica, like, I mean, you're private on social media for what? Private of what? And Amir used to tell me, you know what, just post and let it go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what people think. I mean, this has been such an amazing opportunity working with Chava, also seeing him do so much and help other friends that we have in common and see the results is just like amazing. I mean, a person like me who's been coping with anxiety from when since I was a child with food and carbs and sugar, and now see that I finally found a program that can help me like stay on track and like fit in my pants from like 10 years ago. I mean, it's just amazing. I have so much more to say, but I mean, I'm just very thankful that I'm in a different place today mentally, that I have the courage to offer it to other people, like from like my relatives to like the Uber drivers, and all the relationships that I'm building within this amazing community. So thank you very much for letting me share. And I'm not sure who I'm introducing next. I think it's Chrisma. Desiree?
So you're
Thank
actually
you.
tossing it over to Desiree Campuzano. Desiree, we're excited to hear from you.
Oh.
And thank you, Liliana. You have an incredible
Thank
story.
you.
Thank you, Lily. Hi, everyone. I'm Desiree Campuzano. I was just told or asked if I could talk today as well. And I was like, okay, sure. But I didn't know what this entailed. So this will be interesting. So I made a senior coach, I guess. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I know I have pretty much my close friends and family underneath me. I took along for the ride. How I found the program was because I saw Desiree post on social media. And it took me a while to really kind of inquire, what is this all about? Because here I was 44 at the time, and I've been trying to troubleshoot my own health issues, slow weight gain for the last 4 years by myself with my husband. I did the holistic route. I did intermittent fasting, keto, macros. Don't ever do macros, it'll drive you crazy. And we just couldn't figure it out. Blood work came out great. I was healthy as a horse. No doctor could tell me why I was putting on this slow and steady weight gain. So finally, I think it was around April, I think I contacted her, and I was kind of inquiring, okay, what does this entail? Like, what is the catch behind this? And she was just pretty much blunt and straightforward and told me exactly what the program is. And this is basically what I would expect. I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that. You know, the 5 small meals or fuelings, and then 1 lean and green a day. I know I'm pretty much a self-motivator, so I keep myself accountable already as it is. But what I was doing for myself in the past obviously wasn't working. Even though I was an athlete and I worked out, I was still somehow managing to put on about 8 pounds every single year. So after diving into the program and reading the book, I realized my deficits were, my movement was horrible because I went from a patrol environment like 6. So I worked for sheriff's department for 18 years. So I went from a very active, moving position to now a sedentary position behind a desk, where even though I was working out a good 45 minutes to an hour a day, the rest of the 8 hours out of my shift, I was just sitting there, not utilizing any fuel that I was taking into my body. So I realized my mindset was wrong, obviously, because what I was doing clearly wasn't working. My movement was horrible. So the book really helped to kind of enlighten me, I guess, and kind of give me a clean slate so I could start all over. Because apparently, what I was doing was not working. So I had to just kind of throw that out the window and just really kind of live in the book and do what the book told me to do. Slowly, I started seeing change in my weight loss. As of May 5th, which is when I started Cinco de Mayo, I'm down 22 pounds. I'm hoping to do about 10 pounds more, but we'll see how I feel at that time. Initially, she had asked me if I wanted to coach, but I wasn't comfortable because I'm the type of person where, no, I need to get myself in shape first. How good am I going to be to coach anybody else, right? And then it wasn't, I think, till after a couple more conversations where I gave in, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can do it because I know I can keep myself accountable. And I know there's some close loved ones that I want to bring on this journey with me, and I will keep them accountable. So that's when I made the decision to sign up as a coach. And I immediately got my, closest 5 friends and family, and right away they signed up. And I'm still taking that journey with them. What I did have to kind of get out of was that whole mindset, like you said, Liliana, was make my circle bigger. Because I was the type of person who didn't friend people a lot on social media. I have my core knit group of family and friends. That's just probably because of my occupation. And I had to kind of think outside the box and, kind of not be afraid to add a friend, from my outside family group or friend group. So that's pretty much one thing I'm working on, is making myself more open to add more friends, even though I don't immediately talk to them. I'm posting more on social media. as far as, just day-to-day life, having fun, what normal people do, go on vacations, whether I'm eating my fueling, working out. I've been doing my workouts more. I used to post those back then, but now I'm recently starting to post my workouts more. And then I obviously posted a before and after picture, which is kind of what started this whole thing and what got interest from most of my friends and family are, seeing the picture and saying, hey, what are you doing? I want to know more about it. And so that kind of, opened the floodgates to me being able to then give them the program and tell them what it's about. And now that they signed up, they're pretty much going along for the ride, whether they like it or not. Because I'm on them every day. I call them or I text them every single day. Sometimes, some need a little bit more pushing than others, but for the most part, they're all doing very well. Let me see, anything else that I did not cover? No, that's it. I think I covered everything, right? Yeah, so I'm just thankful I found this program because, again, after trying everything else out there, I didn't know. This was literally like my last straw. That's what I told Desiree. What do I have to lose except for weight, right? And it worked. So you follow the book, you follow the program, it'll work as long as you work it. So, all right, and I'm next to, let's see, I wrote it down, Rebecca. Okay, yes. Next up is Rebecca Escobar.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Hello,
We
We
got
can
you.
hear-
can you guys hear me?
We
Yes.
sure can.
Oh, awesome. Sorry, I'm like on the go, but I'm here. How are you guys? Thank you for having me for sure. Thanks, Diana, for inviting me. I didn't know I was gonna be speaking until like about 2 hours ago, but I am happy to be here and tell you guys a little bit about myself. As you all know, my name is
You muted, hun.
can you hear me?
Sure can.
Okay, awesome. There you go. So I was just saying that, thank you for having me here. One of the main reasons why I'm here in this, coaching business, because Diana brought me on to the program. I actually did program sometime last year. I did it for about 4 months. I was able to lose about close to 40 pounds. So it was great. I knew it worked. And this time around, Diana reached out to me about like a month and a half ago. She's like, hey, you did program, let's get back on it. Cause I fell off of it for some time and then I gained a little bit of the weight back. And Diana's like, let's do it again. Like, just jump on it for 1 month. I had a trip to Cancun. I just got back like 2 days ago. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I want to be able to lose a little bit of weight before the trip, get back on it because I know it works. I know it's a lifestyle change. It's great. COVID actually affected me big time, at work with a lot of changes in management. So it left me kind of taking a lot on my shoulders, which is why I gained a lot of the weight back. But this time, Diana, I was like maybe a week in, and she's like, how about you become a coach? You have people at work that you can talk to, you have friends that I'm sure you can reach out to. And that's how it went. And here I am today, literally the day of before I left. Actually, the day I left to Cancun, I got senior coach. I think that's what it was. That's what it is. I got my 5 clients. 2 of them, I got them the last day of the month. So it was pretty interesting. Diana was like, okay, it's your last day. Let's go. Who do we have? So I started harassing everybody that I kind of reached out to towards the beginning and the middle of the month for all those health assessments I did. And luckily 2 signed up last minute with the help of Diana. And here I am with 5 clients under me, and it's been, pretty amazing. And it's, like I said, it's a life-changing experience to be able to assist, friends and family that are around me all the time. And I think it's for me and my family, seeing what I'm doing, it's also changing us as a family. And hopefully soon I'm going to probably get my daughter to be in it as well. If he wants to like jump in. I think the three tips that I would give somebody starting off with this is to trust the process because it works. You know, it's given. It's don't give up. Believe in yourself. You can do it. You know, another tip is to be open-minded. You have to remember that you're not always going to be comfortable with what you do, but you want to be able to open yourself and be vulnerable, to gain that trust from people in order for you to be a good coach. It has to come both ways, And the third tip would be to stay connected with your coach. Diana and we try to stay connected as often as possible because she's been amazing in this journey of mine, personal for, my lifestyle change and weight loss, as well as my coaching mentor right now. She's been the one who's been there for me, making sure that, she's guiding me of what to do, how to be a better coach for my clients and my future clients. So that's definitely one of the big ones, stay connected with your coach at all times. No matter what it is, you have any questions, connect, and always be open-minded and true to yourself.
Awesome. We're so proud of you guys. We're so proud of everyone for your incredible accomplishments. I'm going to turn it over to Justin for just a minute before we review the Rank Up doc so that he can share a few announcements with you guys. Justin?
Man, it's kind of crazy to hear all these guys talk. And the funniest part is we're all the same. Everybody's talking about last minute, having to get on these calls, not even sure they're talking, don't even know what they're going to say. But the fact of the matter is why they're speaking on here is because they didn't overthink it. They just got on and spoke, right? And that's the coolest thing. We're hearing all kinds of people with, I don't know what rank I'm at. Chava's talking about, I want to just help people to get to senior coach. I don't even know where I'm at. Six is over there talking about, I don't know where I'm at. It's just the coolest thing, guys. So one of the things I want you to really understand is when we do these calls, take notes. Like I got all these notes right now from all these guys. I've been doing this 8.5 years, and this wasn't even supposed to be on the topic of what my announcements are, but I just want you guys to really hear everything that's going on. We talk about just don't give up, right? Last day of the month, last couple hours of the month, and you could easily just walk away and say, well, I tried. Well, these guys actually tried and they made it, right? So that's the first thing. Lean into your community and your mentorship. Some of them talked about life's falling apart on you. Things are happening around you. And the only thing that's consistent is this community, right? And this coaching business. And so that's something else that's amazing. Don't overthink it. All you guys don't even know what ranks you're at. You're just talking to people. There's so many people get on this, and I need to know the stats of how many coaches I need and clients to get to this rank, and then how many so I can make this amount of money, and I got to read the book inside and out. Just talk to people. I mean, this is so magical stuff going on here, dude. Ignorance on fire. Keep it simple. Are we treating it as a hobby or a business? Right? We want to treat it as a hobby and get business results. That ain't going to happen. But we get angry when we don't get business results. So we got to treat it like a business to get business results. So that's something else. And last but not least, live out loud. Somebody mentioned, I'm just posting about my life, traveling, camping, this is all just simple stuff. Just don't overthink it. So anyways, last two announcements I have for some of you new guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for speaking. Thanks, Des, for stepping in and running the call. I love it how we can all work together. But two things. One is we have an executive director, keeping it simple, executive director training that started this last Saturday. There is a group. Sometimes your newer coaches, your mentor coaches don't want to freak you out by adding you into 50 different things. I would suggest getting in there. You're only one training behind for this last Saturday from 7 to 8. You can get on and kind of listen to the playback, get caught up with some of the action steps. It's only Monday. And then you can meet us next Saturday at 7 a.m. So if your coaches haven't put you into Awaken Your Dreams, please ask them to do that. Take a note. And it's probably just because they don't want to freak you out and put you in a bunch of different things. Because when we start out, there's so much stuff going on. But that's something I would say. The second thing too is some of you guys, and a lot of you don't even know, but like as Diana's team amazingly did, FIBC, fully integrated business coach, they just extended our next qualification all the way through August. So if you all want to meet us out in Florida at the end of the month, and I'm gonna be honest with you, even Chava, who's got 2 coaches who he says aren't really doing much, it's the 9th of the month. You could still hit FIBC by the end of the month. You got 21 days left in this month. I've seen crazier stuff happen. And if you guys are just hitting ranks, just thinking about it, or excuse me, just not thinking about it and just talking to people, you can bring a lot of people on. Because one of the craziest things is we think we need to get to here before we can start to teach people. We're all in the same playing field. Only difference is you start a program a little sooner and you've talked to more people. That's literally it. So if you guys are worried about it, just get in there, create your list, create your community, get that going. And as you guys are working the the executive director training, 6-week training we're doing, if we ramp it up a little bit and find some of those community people that we want to partner with, FIBC is not far around. And I know it's probably going to freak you out when I tell you what it exactly means, but just listen to your mentor and they'll break it down for you. So 5 senior coach teams. 5 senior coach teams. So that means 5 coaches that you're going to bring on. And each one of those coaches needs to have 5 clients. So you're going to partner with 5 people and help them bring on 5 clients. Meanwhile, on the other side, you need to be supporting about 18 clients yourself. So you're an executive director, fully integrated coach is with 5 senior coach teams. And that's totally possible. So some of you guys are halfway there already. Some of you guys are not even anywhere close to there, but it can still happen. And between these 2 trainings and leaning into your mentorship, stuff can happen. So those are my 2 announcements. Make sure you guys get added to that one group. And then for some of you guys that are already running for the FIBC, we have 1 more full month to get into that. So if you almost hit it last month, great. If you're not even close, let's run and see what happens. Because I'll tell you what, even if you don't make the trip in Florida, whatever energy you put into that, it's going to be kind of a cool pay number. And you're going to be helping a lot of people. And so I'll throw it back to you, Des, for the closing out. But thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys all sharing. I always learn stuff from everybody too.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jay. Let me share screen real quick. Apologize for the background noise. Okay, guys, here's our rank up doc. Okay, so I'm not going to try to do last names because I'll for sure mess those up. But real quick, regional director, we have Miss Amir. We have, of course, our newest FIBC, which is Diana. Our new EDs is 6, Salvador Chava. We also have associate director Rebecca, who you guys heard from. Managers are Liliana, Chrisma, Maria, and our new senior coach is Desiree, Rebecca, Brittany. And then we still have some 10K clubbers, guys. We got Davina, we got Debbie, and then newly certified, you guys. This is a big deal. I know they didn't talk about it when they shared, but getting certified is literally next level. So if you want to know more inside and out, go get certified. Of course, that is part of qualifying for fully integrated coach. So 6, Jamie and Kelly and Rebecca. And then our newest coaches, we have Desiree. Yes, she spoke today. Trisha, Lorraine, Marie, Audrey, Beth, Kyle, and Rebecca. You guys are awesome. We're so excited. Thank you guys all for joining us tonight and celebrating a successful July. We can't wait to see more of you guys speaking next month. You guys have an awesome night.